again to my channel. It's the real Edo girl. So I want to talk about Ruth today, about the issue of Ruth, the lady that lost her child in Jeremiah's church 3 years ago. Okay, and I want to talk about the reaction of some Nigerians and how most Nigerians are very, very wicked and insensitive to issues that really, really concern us. Things that are supposed to be our business. Our social environment and development should be our concern. And why so many evil continue to continue in our society every day, why people get away with so many atrocity and injustice, because many of us are not focused on real issues that we are supposed to focus on as people. And why some people, they always do bad in our society, because they know that after 1 week or 2 days or 3 days, the issue has already died down, because most Nigerians, we are not focused on things that we are supposed to focus on. We don't follow things up. Many things that we do is just like we just do it half and we will leave it because of a lot of stress and distraction and irresponsibility and lack of demanding accountability, right from the politician to every household in our society. And how many people continue to ask a very silly question like, Ruth's son lost 3 years ago. Why is she coming out right now to ask the man of God about the child? Like, seriously, are many of you okay? Are you really, really okay? Are you thinking right that somebody lost a child? That is the inhuman character and inhuman behavior that Nigeria has turned many people into, and many of us have continued to behave and think like that. Imagine you are asking somebody that lost another human being from their family, like, why is she demanding for a child right now? Why? Because we are dealing with somebody that you people give a title of man of God. Let me tell you all, there is nothing like a man of God in our society. And in your mind, if there is anything like man of God, anybody that take a title of man of God should have a big responsibility to behave like the God that they sell, that they preach every day. They own a very, very big responsibility to the society, because they collect money, they manipulate the society, they shape the society, and a lot more. So they have a lot of accountability and responsibility to the society. They own a lot of things that we can demand from them. Anybody that can put crowd in our society, because they will definitely shaping how people look at things, how people view things. And if it is in a negative way that they are going to shaping the society, it is going to affect all of us. That is what is happening today, where you see people that you call men of God, pastors, they indulge themselves in atrocity, crimes, and doing things that are wrong. And because they have already given a lot of privilege and title, nobody is holding them accountable, and they continue to do everything without any responsibility from the police, from the society. And 80% of the society continue to clap for them, continue to shade them off from responsibility. That is why you see people that can come out and question Ruth, that why is she demanding for justice right now after 3 years? I know of a lot of family over here in Europe that lost their children 20 years ago, 25 years ago, 40 years ago. They are still looking for their children, because they come from a society where lives and properties are properly valued and respected, where people respect humanity. We try to behave as if many of us are Christians, we are churchgoers. But what are you learning from the church? Is your behavior really reflecting where you go every Sunday? Does your your behavior reflects it? That is another question. It doesn't matter if you go to church, you go to mosque, you go to Ogun shrine. All I care about is the humanity inside you, your behavior towards one another, how you think about the other human being. How am I comfortable and safe around you that when I turn around, you are not going to use me for money ritual, you are not going to sell me out, you are not going to betray me, I'm not going to go missing the next 5 minutes. That is what I really care about. I don't care which religious affiliation you really put yourself into. I care about the person that you are. But we don't do that in this society. We look at people that carry a title as a pastor. We continue to give them a lot of power. We continue to give them a lot of responsibility. And they are using that same power that the society gives to them to oppress everybody. They use that same privilege to do every atrocity that they can do. They use that privilege to dump the society, the citizens and the people that are running after them. They are running on impunity. The police, the judiciary, they use them very quick. And the things that they preach in the Bible, they don't practice it. And you see a lot of people are still clapping for them, are still shading them because they are brainwashed, because they are under mental slavery. They don't want to free themselves from that bondage. And at the end of the day, they use that same mentality to dull the rest people. They use that same mentality to make people to feel bad. They use that same mentality to make things to go under the carpet because they don't want to hold these men accountable. They think that everybody should allow the men of God to stay. They should leave them. They judge not my anointed and blah, blah. All those things does not count. If somebody does anything wrong and the person is in the face of the public, that person need to be persecuted. That person need to be called out to show example to the rest people that want to copy them in a sane community, in a same country where people think and people want their environment and everybody to be treated properly. Things are not done the way most Nigerians are thinking about it. You continue to ask this woman, you continue to question this woman, how come she's asking for a child after 3 years? Come on, check this thing to yourself. If you lost a child for 1 day, not to talk about 3 years, are you not going to look for your child? Just think about it. If that same Jeremiah lost his child, is he not going to ask or think 1 day about that child? Or if he knows the person that is responsible for the missing child, do you think that Jeremiah will not go 1 day and ask for that child, even if he has to ask for 1 million times? It is normal because you lost a human being. This person is not a dog. Even if it's a dog, in a country where dogs and animals are well valued, people do a lot to find their animals. People do a lot to find anything that they lost. Over here in Europe, if you lost some of your property, you are going to get it. If you lost your phone, most times you will get that phone. If you lost your bag, most times you're going to get that bag. You understand me? So I don't understand the kind of thief and bad behavior and some kind of mentality that many of us ask. You continue to question a mother. Why is she asking for her child now? When this lady will definitely go to MTV, is it MTV or NTA, and tell NTA that, oh, look, I lost my child. Do you think that with the power and the influence, financial influence that Jeremiah had, do you think that MTN or NTA will carry that news? They will carry that news and beat it around, and they will not get justice. Even that news will not even get awareness anywhere. So now we have individual bloggers, people that are blogging, that are saying a lot of things. So many news go far. A lot of people have done a lot of things, and those things never come out from the backyard. So a lot of things are coming out every day. We begin to know who these people that call themselves pastor are, so that a lot of people will be careful. They will not go to those churches or those shrines and be careless with their children. So that many ladies that think that the church is a safe place, we understand that that place is not a safe place, that you can get missing, your children can get missing. We have seen a case the other day where a pastor just a pastor did something to a woman, push out this woman and hide her under the altar. And he went around and preached and do everything normal until the family of this woman started looking for this woman, and they found that woman in the church. They found a lifeless body in the church. So what do you want to tell us? We have seen everything. We have seen missing children in the church every day. We have seen women go to church and be RAPE. So what do you want to tell us, that people are lying? You want to tell me people are lying? You want to tell me that this woman doesn't have the right to demand for her children? I've seen cases where the police are into issues in Europe for 30 years. A policeman will take it upon himself to investigate. He will spend the government and the citizen resources just for investigation for 30 years. He will be investigating one person. He will do everything to make sure they know that person. He will make sure that person never continue to hurt people. But in Nigeria, you see where those police that all of you complain about, you see where they come from, that they come from you. Most of them are your uncles, most of them are your aunties, most of them are your mothers, most of them are your fathers. So how do you think that you are going to be morally correct when you think? When you have uncles like this, you have aunties like this, you have people like this around you, how do you think that you will look at other human beings like a human? When you have aunties that can easily take bribes and forget about their jobs, when you have uncles that can take bribes and forget about their jobs, when you have fathers and mothers that can take bribes and forget about their jobs, so why won't you ask Ruth, Matthew, why she demanding for a child this time? Why won't you ask them? You are in Nigeria. It's a normal Nigerian mentality. It's a normal Nigerian mentality of sweeping things under the cupboard, sweeping things under the carpet very fast. We are more interested in what Davido is doing, what Choma is doing, what all these crayfish are doing. That is why the government put money into entertainment, to make you to go sleeping so that you can sleep. You forget about the real problem that you have. That is why the government left all these pastors to be destroying the society. That is why the government do like, see no evil, say no evil, so that they can be entertaining you with, God will bless you, amen. God will bless you, amen. You shall get a financial breakthrough, amen. After that, you still remain where you are. You still poor. You still struggling. They gave them to you for entertainment. The moment you know, the better for all of you. The moment you know, the better. You start doing. You start paying less attention to your daddy GOs, your mommy GOs, and your pastors. You stop naming them as men of God. They're not men of God. There's nothing like a man of God. Nothing. The moment you start thinking for a better society, that is the government that you are thinking about. Tinubu cannot come and repair the society. The society, the government is me and you. How we react to issue, irrelevant of who is concerned. How we treat our fellow citizens and person. Not asking because the issue is 3 years ago, nothing should happen. And I noticed this thing about Nigerians. When there is a video of something, maybe crime or something that happened some years ago, they will say it's a old video. Who cares if it is an old video? Did that thing happen? Yes or no? It happens. So what is a old video? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This thing continues to stay online. Many people don't get justice. Many of you that are looking for sharp, quick justice, who is going to serve the quick justice? Who? 3 years ago, if this woman came out, who is going to believe her? When many of the bloggers have been bought, paid for. Some bloggers the other day that don't have a car, now they are talking from the car. That one showed that money have touched many of their hands. Many of them that normally talk in the bush before, they begin to talk inside the car now. Many of the bloggers, especially the men that used to wear dirty clothes, they are beginning to clean up now with another person's missing child money and blood. That is who we are. We are very, very easy to be bought. We know a lot of bloggers that was talking about a pastor that was pointing out wrong things about them. Right now, they cannot even talk anything about them because they are compromised. Some that went from UK to Nigeria to go and be kneeling down for a man. A UK where you live, somebody build that country, somebody pay you good salary, somebody do everything for you. You went to a man that build a business center and be making the poor people around them, deceiving people to kneel down to them. So how do you think that if you have a follower, what type of mentality and what type of thing are they going to learn from many of these bloggers? After you collected money, you will be very compromised to speak. You don't want to speak. Then you start asking stupid questions. Since 3 years, this woman did not come out to ask for her child. Even though she come out 1 year, she come out 2 years, she come out 3 years, it doesn't matter. You could have reacted the same way. It doesn't matter when she came out to speak, or when she decided to speak, or when our talking get to you. Because there are so many videos that is being done on social media that are real video that makes sense. Many of those videos doesn't come to the limelight. Many content creators that are really, really doing educative thing, or many videos that are done on social media, those videos don't get to the one that go viral. Most videos don't go viral. Most people don't get the real platform with people to speak to. Most of the big platforms are already compromised. They don't want to speak the truth. Many of them don't want to speak the truth because they have already paid. Or they don't want to lose followers. That is the problem many of us have as people. People hate the truth in our community. People hate the truth in our country. Nigerians hate the truth, especially if it's a pastor. How dare you mothers? How dare you men ask somebody when did this thing happen? Is it not 3 years ago? Why is she asking now? If your own child lost 3 years ago, won't you think about it? I know of that lost their child for years now. They continue to demand for justice. It's not bad for you to continue to demand for justice. If you lost your child, don't let it go. Don't let it go. Make sure you get justice. I've seen cases that are taken to European Union. If they can't even get justice, they will go to European Union and they will get justice there. What are you talking? Is it not human being that is still in the European Union court? It's human being. So I think we should do better as people. Enough is enough. We complain every time about the government. That is why you see all these politicians, they will do one thing now. The next minute, they will pay all these celebrities. The celebrity will bring one useless news about Davido and Choma, and you people will just use it to cover everything. We don't focus on the main thing that is happening in our society. We don't want to focus on that. That one, we don't care. Anyway, let me leave this video now, okay? I'll talk about this later, okay? I love all of you all. It's the real Edo Girl. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Bye-bye, everyone.